If you're heading to Vancouver for a cruise anytime soon, come along with me from Vancouver YVR to the cruise port at Canada Place. When you get to YVR, you can take the SkyTrain, which is only about $8 and change per person, and it gives you an opportunity to see quite a bit of the city on the way to Waterfront Station, which is the last stop. You just follow the signs for the SkyTrain and pay for it. There's nobody there manning anything, so it's pretty easy to do. You're gonna take it all the way, get off at Waterfront, follow the signs to Hastings Street. Once you ride the escalator up to Hastings Street and come out into the city center, you can pretty much just walk from there right to Canada Place. It's a short walk. You're just going to keep following to the first major intersection and then make a right and follow it right down, and you'll see Canada Place. So we did stop and get a Tim Hortons coffee on the way before we got there. The weather was nice. It was a little bit chilly, but it's a pretty booming place. There's a nice sign you can take some photos with, and the ship's right there for you to see, which is not always available at most ports, so this was pretty cool. We were embarking on a 7-day Alaska northbound cruise on Grand Princess. We departed on June the 27th, and this is the Grand Princess here, an older ship, but we love her. It's very well built. It's still in great shape. Here you can see the crews loading everything up and getting ready for everybody on board. There's a lot of seaplanes in the area because there are a lot of tours that are offered. So if your cruise doesn't leave until late and you arrive really early, you can, have a lot of accessibility to be able to take a seaplane excursion or do things in town. There's also a mall nearby that you can explore. Lots of little shops in that walkable area as well, along with lots of restaurants to eat at. So the embarkation process was very smooth. There were arrival times for Princess. I'm not sure if this is the case for the other cruise lines, but they took everybody into an area. You went through security, and this was the long walk to get to the gangway to board the ship. Here we are getting on the ship, and I'm not going to do a ship tour because I already have a video that you can find with Grand Princess. But again, this is the walk to the gangway to board the ship. The first thing we wanted to do when we got on board was go up to the sanctuary, which is near the gym. So I wanted to show the gym because that's something I didn't show in the last video. Here's a quick little rundown of the sanctuary. We wanted to make sure to book that, and then we were off on our 7-day Alaskan cruise. Make sure to watch out for wildlife along the way. Lots of beautiful scenery, especially if you haven't been to Vancouver area before. We had this guy who was actually beside us for quite a ways out in the bay, and he was just riding the ship's wake all the way, which we thought was pretty cool. Then as we got out a little further, there was this tugboat, and he was just going around and around, and that's kind of like how we felt at the end of the day after a long travel day. Stay tuned for more.